Hi, everybody. DJ Yoakley with you with a very special group of guests here on the Lisbon Coaches Corner Special Edition with Maddie Wrask. Maddie, if you would be so kind, introduce who you have behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. So right here we have senior Parker Henthorn. To my left here we have senior McKenna Daly and my JV coach Kennedy Pisano.
Awesome. Ladies, nice to see you. Congratulations on a fantastic year so far. Maddie, talk to me. We've got a very special event coming up, and it's near and dear to your heart, near and dear to our hearts here at YSN. What are we talking about?
So we're talking about the Volley for Melina event, and it is going to happen September 23rd when we play United. When I thought of this idea last year, every year we always do at least a Volley for a Cure for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And when the unfortunate diagnosis came for Mr. Edenfield's daughter, I knew we needed to help in some way. And I thought, what's better than a Volley for Melina? And during the month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So I was like, this is going to be perfect. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to support their foundation and raise money for funding for research for pediatric brain tumors.
So when you look at the situation, how can people help out? I mean, there's going to be obviously things to donate that day that you need help with from outsiders, from people of the Lisbon community. How can they help out?
So we sold shirts. Unfortunately, the store has closed, but we did sell shirts. We sold, I believe, 120 of them, and they say Melina Strong on the front. So that was one way. We're also having a Chinese auction the night of the game, so everyone can come to the game, purchase tickets, and watch. Last year with COVID and the restrictions for spectators at the game, we actually had it outside, but this year with the COVID restrictions kind of lifted and more people able to come to the game, we're going to have it inside. That way we can get more people into the game to support the Chinese auction. We're also going to do like a little serving thing in between games. And McKenna makes bracelets, and she has so graciously started to make some that we'll be selling as well. And all the proceeds from this night will go to the Melina Michelle Edenfield Foundation. People can also just make straight donations as well that evening. So,
can they bring just checks, and who do they make those out to? I'm sure the foundation would be greatly receptive of those.
Oh, 100%. They can make the checks out to the Melina Michelle Edenfield Foundation, or they can make it out to Lisbon Volleyball, and we can add it to our lump sum check that we will be presenting the Edenfields.
McKenna, it sounds like you're quite the crafts lady. Talk to me about what this means to you, and how many bracelets are you expecting on making, and what are you selling them for, so people know?
Well, last year, a group of my friends in my grade, we made a bunch, and we actually donated $1,000 check to the foundation. This year we haven't made as many, but with this game I'm going to make a bunch. I make ones with string like rainbow, or I'll make beaded ones that just say choose joy. And just about every person I see wears them, and it just spreads all the awareness a little bit more every time.
Parker, we'll kick it over to you. Obviously, it's been a tough 365 days for the Lisbon community with all that you've had to endure. Going back to this game, this match, it means more than just a game, obviously, for you as a senior. What does it mean to you?
Whenever she first got diagnosed, it obviously hit like really close to home because I mean, you'd see her at all of the basketball games and all the volleyball games and running around, and it was just like very sad whenever it happened. So I think that whenever we have been able to raise money is just very good for our community, and it's just nice to see everyone come together and raise money for it.
Coach Pisano, you've been in the Lisbon community for a long time. You've seen a lot go through it. I mean, this has got to be nice to see the entire community come together for a great cause. I mean, is this one of the best resources you've seen in Lisbon and maybe ever?
It's absolutely the best I've seen ever. I mean, I've lived here absolutely my entire life. I've never seen the community come together so wholeheartedly for one singular cause. And I'm honestly proud to say that I'm from here and that this is where I grew up, and these are the people that I've surrounded myself with for, the past couple of decades. So I'm very humbled by the whole experience, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Coach Wrask, I mean, a special group of young ladies that you're trying to mentor, and tragedy continues to kind of be a part of their life. You have this, and then obviously what happened earlier in the last month or so in Lisbon. What what do you take from this? And you're the leader of young ladies. How do you teach and coach through tragedy like this, and show them that there is good that can come out of it, like what you're proving right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one because, even as an adult, sometimes it's hard to comprehend and it's hard to understand, why does this happen, But the resilience that these girls have shown and the Lisbon students throughout, Mr. Edenfield's daughter's passing and one of their classmates, they've really shown resilience and to come together and just be there for one another and be there for the community and others around them that they might not be as close with, but they're going to show their support and they're going to be there for you 110%.
One more time, if you can give us the information about when the game's happening and how people can get involved.
Yeah, so September 23rd, JV game starts at 5:30. We will play United here at David Anderson. And come buy a ticket at the door, come in, buy some Chinese auction tickets, and watch a great game. So the first time we played United, it was a very good ball game. So I plan the same thing happening on the 23rd, that's for sure.
Coach, thank you for your time. Ladies, thank you for your time as well. Good luck with the game. Good luck with the season, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
Thank
and
you.
Welcome back, everybody. DJ Yoakley with you again. We appreciate the ladies for stopping by and drawing some light and shining some light onto the events coming up. But for further details, we turn to the guy who's obviously a big part in all of this. Keith, obviously, this is a situation that is surrounded by tragedy, but through tragedy comes triumph and things of that nature. Your family's been through so much, and there's so many that have turned out to support Melina, support your family. This is just another great example of how Lisbon is supporting your family in the wake of tragedy. Talk to me about what this means to you.
Yeah, it truly is, DJ. You're right. I mean, the Lisbon community from day one since Melina was diagnosed, actually even before we knew what her diagnosis was, just when she was first going to the hospital, it has been with us every step of the way and has been unbelievably supportive. But with this event, I mean, really, I'm wearing three hats. I mean, first of all, as the principal, I couldn't be more proud of the volleyball program wanting to step up and do this for any family, regardless of who or what it was for. The fact that the players and the team want to take the initiative and go above and beyond for to raise awareness for an illness and to help families is you couldn't be more. That's all you can ask for, right? I mean, from student athletes, you want them to learn larger life lessons, and so obviously they're displaying that. And then, Melina's father, Melina is Melina's father. Melina used to love coming to Lisbon events, as my other daughters, Claire and Emilia, continue to do. And so it's hard to see her at a Lisbon game, whether it be a football game in the stadium or a volleyball game or basketball game in the gym, and not see her running around still. And then, obviously, as vice president of the Melina Michelle Edenfield Foundation, knowing the awareness that we're trying to raise for pediatric brain tumors and the funds that we're trying to raise to advance research. Like I said, there's so many hats and pieces for me in this event that it's just, it's really surreal. That I can't say enough about the volleyball program. And, hats off to United also for wanting to be part of it for the second year in a row. Last year we did it with United also. And so, Coach Ogilvy, athletic director, Dr. Young, principal, Mr. Hostetler, superintendent, their support in this event is immeasurable as well.
So when you talk about, obviously, what this means to you and your family personally, this has got to be out of this world to know that not only are people supporting what you went through, but so many other parents that we don't know are going through right now, and you know what they are going through on a day-to-day, month-to-month, hour-to-hour basis. What does that mean to you, knowing that Little Lisbon, Ohio, is a big part of this?
It's huge, and the one thing that we've learned through since Melina's diagnosis, the one thing we've learned is really how little known and underfunded pediatric brain tumors are. Pediatric cancer in general. Pediatric cancer receives less than 4% of national funding for cancer research, and pediatric brain tumors receive less than 1% of that 4%. So any event that can raise awareness, especially, and raise funds for pediatric brain tumors is amazing, and that's what these girls have chosen to do. And you're right. You don't realize the impact this has on families. And just to put it in perspective, Melina from diagnosis to her passing was 32 days. But there are many kids who are diagnosed with the same type of brain tumor that she was, and the average, they're all terminal. The average diagnosis to passing is around 18 months. She was 32 days in her battle, but unfortunately, the outcomes are all the same.
All right, so when you close your eyes and you think about this event, very special event, near and dear to your heart, because you wear so many hats, as you said, what does success look like to you? When you think about how this thing is going to succeed and the people that are a part of it, what does a success look like to you, and how many phases is in that success?
The success truly for this event for me, the success is measured by the recognition that Lisbon, especially since they're hosting and it's their team and it's their idea, but really Lisbon United have in putting this event on. It's not just a volleyball game next week. It's playing for a bigger cause, and the success is, I guess, really that. Honestly, last year with COVID restrictions, we're hoping the gym can be fuller, but really it's about the success is those girls putting in the effort to really play more than a volleyball game that night. And from a foundation perspective, the awareness is great. For the pediatric brain tumors, raising awareness is great. Any donation in general the foundation receives, whether it's $1, whether it's $1,000, we just appreciate people joining the fight. So from that standpoint of things, there's no number. Next week's event is truly making sure the girls from Lisbon and United get recognized for what they're trying to do.
Keith, I can't tell you what your fight has meant to so many, and obviously, again, through tragedy comes triumph. But the one thing I want to thank you and your family for putting into our lives here at YSN and into my family's life is that we always choose joy. My friend, thank you. You're a blessing to all of us, and so was Melina. So thank you for all you're doing and all you're doing for families who don't even know it yet.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you for taking the time to sit down and highlight this event. And thank you for all your listeners for taking the time to listen and hear what's going on.
You got it. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.